What's up, witches? Cheers! It's me, ZenWitch, here for you, fresh from my morning devotion, with a frog in my throat from all the glorious goldenrod and ragweed that's blooming right now. Oh, but I'm here for you, and I'm so glad you're here too. I am. And look at this. Look at this. This is like happened when I took my hair down, and I thought, that's going to stay. It's definitely my look for today. So I'm on day, I think, 20 or 27 or something since I decided to do an unboxing every day. And yeah, I'm feeling it. I hope you're enjoying it. It's actually doing me a great service right now because Mars is retrograde, freshly retrograde as I shoot this. And I'm really feeling the pressure of that. And I'm sure you are too, because it's backing up to square Saturn. So Mars, Saturn, retrograde squaring each other. Owie. Owie, owie. Lots of frustrated energy. You know, Mars is go. And when it's retrograde, it goes internal. And you can grind away on things. So I hope you're meditating and surviving this. I hope you're working your body to get that energy moving rather than turning it on yourself. Let's see what we're talking about today. Let's get moving here. The Crystal Grid Oracle. As you know, we're in the C's. And if you've been following strictly, you know that we're not strictly in alphabetical order because I want to make sure you're getting an oracle on a Friday and a tarot on a Monday. And if I happen to get a fabulous deck delivered in there somewhere, whether it's a gift or something I purchase and I just can't wait any longer, I will jump the line with that deck. I just got one yesterday that's going to jump the line pretty soon because it's fabulous, like instantly one of my favorite decks. At any rate, here is the Crystal Grid Oracle by Nicola McIntosh, Spiritual Guidance Using Nature's Tools, by Rockpool Publishing. This is the standard Rockpool, nice slim box, slim deck. Awaken the healer within and tune into your intuition as you access the wisdom of crystal grids. A tool to aid spiritual growth, the Crystal Grid Oracle will forever change the way you use and work with crystals and gemstones. It will open your consciousness to the medicine of sacred geometry and connect your spirit to the intimacy of nature's precious gifts. Discover the symbols to connect with the pure crystal source of abundance, ancient knowledge, passion, and deep healing. By unveiling genuine energies, you can harness and create real magic within your life. Nicola McIntosh, Nicola or Nicola, don't know, is passionate about crystals, herbs, and nature, and Celtic shamanism. Includes 36 cards and guidebook. No surprises inside the lid. Nice little standard guidebook. This is copyright 2014. This edition by Rockpool in 2018. Okay, originally published by Spirit Stone in 2014. This edition by Rockpool in 2018. So it might have been a self-published first. Internal Design by Jessica Lee. Okay. Grab your coffee. The backs just have a nice image of a crystal and energy waves shooting out from them. I'm just now getting into crystal. I can't really say that. I can't say I'm just now getting into crystal grids because underneath my altar, back where Anubis sits, he sits on a big silver tray, and that tray has quartz crystal points arrayed, all radiating out, and also has a huge hunk of black tourmaline at the base of it. There are selenite crystals. I have selenite crystals in each corner of the bottom floor of our place. Selenite filters energies, and I have the fifth one sitting with Anubis. So he's the anchor. I also have 4 quartz points buried in the 4 points, cardinal points of my building. So everybody can partake if they choose to. Every morning when I do my devotions, I activate that grid. And I mean, it's active all the time, but I consciously activate it. And we have a double pyramid with lights shooting in both directions. And yeah, it's good energy. It makes a difference. So that's what crystal grids are about, is setting up sacred geometry and using the crystals to activate. So let's look at the images. Emotions, black moonstone. I've got a hunk of black moonstone sitting over there that's just incredible looking. Spirit guides is celestite. And you can see the sacred geometry in the back. Communication, calcanthite or calcanthite, I think. I don't know. Self-love is cobaltocalcite. Soul journey is dumortierite. Dumortierite. Okay. Beautiful. As I was looking at this last night, these two are a stone called kyanite, and I have that over there. It's a filtering sort of stone like selenite, but way beefier. Got that on my altar too. Manifestation is epidote. Never heard of it. Heart protection, pink fluorite. So sorry. Ancestors is Preseli bluestone. That's beautiful. Oh, and there's Ogum. Look at the sticks. That's the Ogum alphabet. If you don't know what that is, look at my Celtic Tree Oracle unboxing. Cleanse is shungite. Shungite, I've never heard of that either. I like the card though. Transformation, amethyst scepter. So you can see this is pointing up. Insight is iolite. Iolite. I want to look some of these things up. If you don't have the Crystal Bible, Volume 1 and 2, you should get it. I should have them next to me here to look things up, but I'm not going to. Crossroads is chiastolite. I have one of those. Oh, see the cross in it? See, I think that's... I can't remember that. I know it by a different name. It's a very cool stone. Fun is orange calcite. And look how beautiful that is. Deep healing, azurite and malachite. So to actually do these grids, you can see you got to have a lot of stones. There's your excuse. Go get them. Soul healing, tangerine quartz. I have given you carte blanche. Luna said I have to buy crystals. Peace. Scolasite and tree agate. Channel. Black phantom quartz. I don't know what the phantom part is. Ground. Smoky quartz. Yes, I also have smoky quartz over there. With my grounding stones, angels, selenite and angelite. I actually have some of that over there too. Prosperity, green garnet. I didn't know there was a green garnet. I love red garnet. Boundaries, calcite fairy stone. These really light green. And the fairy part, it's not going to pop in for me, is it? The fairy stone part, I'm not really sure about. I give up. It looks like there might be a kind of a ghost image or something. Interesting. Rebirth is menolite. Ooh, inspiration, chrysanthemum stone. That does feel inspiring, doesn't it? I mean, when you look at these, you can get the energy of the grid. Knowledge, smoky quartz, record keeper. And I can't remember, I think a record keeper is one that has that triangular facet in it. Crystal Bible, there's a whole, the volume 1, there's a whole section on quartz at the back that tells you all the different kinds of quartz points and what they're for, and it's well worth having. Love is rose quartz generator. Ooh. See, I am so partial to black tourmaline. Protection, black tourmaline. I mean, the one I have is like that big around that my daughter got for me. And years ago, here comes the story. Let's see, this would be 25 years ago. My 2-year-old daughter and I went to the Starwood Festival up when it was still in Brushwood, New York. It's now in Wisteria, which is in southern Ohio, an absolutely gorgeous site. But this was at the old place up at Brushwood, and there was a booth that was selling stones. And I had her in my wagon. I'm dragging her around the site, and in her wagon, I should say. Dragging her around, I turned the corner, and I see this black tourmaline, again, like this. But this one had like a perfect triangular facet on the top. It had 3 sharp edges on it, and it had 3 rounded edges. It was the most perfect thing of black tourmaline I've ever seen. Hold on a second. My alarm was going off. Okay. And I said to the guy, struck up a conversation with this guy because he like fell in love with me immediately. And I'm like, really, dude, no. But I said, how can you sell that stone? And he said, well, they call it the Heart of Woodstock. It came from a shop in Woodstock, New York. And he said, people are saying if somebody sells that stone, the heart of Woodstock is gone and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, you cannot sell that stone. And he wanted to come and hang out at my tent that night. And I said, only if you bring that with you. So he brought it, and I got to hang out with that stone. It was amazing. And he said, I'll put it out for one more day. And if it doesn't sell, then I'll put it away. So he set it out, and he said first thing the next morning, somebody came around the corner, saw it, and said, do you take plastic? It was like $1,800 for this stone. So don't know what happened to Woodstock after that, but oh my God, what a glorious stone. Black tourmaline is one of the best grounding stones ever. Solutions, hypersthene. Ooh, Lightbringer, candle quartz. That's gorgeous. Compassion. Ajoite, Ajoite. And with these grids, I mean, you can see how creative you can get with these grids. Look at that one. This one feels so 4-square grounded, right? And so does that one. That one feels very calm. This one is like kapow. So I would think, sitting, working with the crystals, letting them tell you what they want. Yeah, believe me, I don't have anything in my coffee. Passion. It's a ruby record keeper. This is the morning of bodily functions. What the hell? Ruby record keeper. Okay, nature's cycles. Sorry, you guys, I got the giggles. Malachite pentagram. Balance is shaman stones. I don't know if those are like boji stones or goji stones. What are they called? Transition, botryoidal lepidolite. I have a really nice piece of lepidolite. It's gorgeous too. Courage is red jasper. Wow. And release is tektite and ulexite. Ooh, that's ulexite. Ulexite is the coolest. Ulexite is called TV stone, like television stone, because what do I want to say? It's like fiber optics. It projects an image, and you put it over something, and it looks like the image is on the top surface. It doesn't really magnify, but it sort of projects. Very interesting stone. Clarity, Herkimer diamond. Ooh yeah, I got a Herkimer over there too. Beautiful cards. Let's take a look at the book. Let's have some more coffee. So I can burp in your face and hiccup some more. Why not? Okay. Introduction. A tool to aid spiritual growth, help you work with your intuition. Nature is a gift to learn from. Every creature, every plant, every rock or crystal has something to teach us. That is true. And everything has a vibration. Everything vibrates to a frequency. This is science. Everything is energy, and energy vibrates. So you go from the dense, low frequency, slow vibration of earth, of stone, and every different stone is going to have its own vibration. And as you work up through the elements and work up through the creatures, animals, plants, air, fire, you get higher and higher vibrations. When I do my devotional work, I'm ringing a bell. It's a vibration. When I chant mantra, it's a vibration that then sets every like vibration in motion. Bzzz. Good vibrations. Okay. When we begin to observe how our external environment behaves around us, we can understand what we're projecting into the world. And they're saying that, what we find in our external environment is a reflection of our internal environment. By connecting to nature, we're connecting to all that is, to source. When we do this, we find a connection to our true selves where we ultimately find peace. That is the truth. Nature speaks to us in many ways, and spirit can also work through nature to provide us insight. For instance, each stone has a particular resonance or vibration that makes it unique to that stone and therefore has a specific purpose. However, every stone also has a spirit or a particular consciousness that can work through it. We can call upon the spirit of the stone to help aid us or teach us what the gift of that particular stone has to offer us, and it may also have insight unique to you. Now, the fact that we can understand a stone can have a particular spirit or consciousness means we do not have to have the physical stone in our possession in order to work with it, which is what makes working with this oracle so special. But imagine if you have a piece of the stone to put on the card. Whether you can build the entire grid out using the cards to activate a stone and activate the energy of that stone would be a fabulous idea. All right, talking about Spirit speaks to us in many ways. However, we restrict our entire perception of the world around us through our limited five senses, creating the illusion of separation. There are many colors the human eye is unable to see, many sounds our ears cannot hear, many smells our noses cannot detect. Could you imagine what the world would be like if you could actually sense everything around you? We do forget that we have other senses, the clairs. Okay. These senses are how we interpret the language of vibration. Unfortunately, it is sometimes a belief that these senses are only for people who have the gift, but this is not true. We are all capable of using them. It's just a matter of becoming aware of their subtleties. There are many clair senses. The main ones are outlined below. Clairvoyance, which is clear seeing. And clairvoyance can be clear seeing with your actual eyes. It's also seeing with the mind's eye, getting images, flashes of images in your mind. Meditation and guided imagery will help enhance and help you practice and up your skills of clairvoyance. Clairaudience, clear hearing. I have clairaudience as well. Clairsentience is clear feeling through the senses, specifically emotions. Claircognizance, clear knowing, just a sense of knowledge incoming. Clairsalience, clear smell. I just call it clairsmelliance. Clairsmelliance, smelling things that aren't there. If you have a particular guide or a particular ancestor, sometimes their presence arrives with a smell. My mom used to smell tobacco when my grandfather was around. And clairgustance, or clear tasting. That's one thing I don't have, is clear tasting. Some people can taste things that remind them of a particular person or place. So, and you don't it's kind of like clairvoyance. You don't have to actually have the taste in your mouth, but just the sense of a taste, the essence of a taste. You know what I mean? Kind of the aroma, something like that. Okay, so there's the clairs. I can't emphasize how important it is to trust in what you receive, even if it doesn't make sense to you at the time. This is key. This is really, really key to being a reader of any kind. You will gain a better understanding of how to decipher your messages the more you practice. Then the more you trust in the process, the easier it will become and the more confidence you will have in reading the cards. If you're using the cards and, for example, an image pops into your head, take note of it even if you don't understand the relevance. It might give you a clue as to what the card means for you or the person for whom you are drawing it. Always trust what you sense, even if you think it's silly. The more you trust, the more you will be able to decipher your images. Many times I've read for people and not wanted to tell them things I thought seemed ridiculous, yet when I did tell them, they were ecstatic as it meant something very relevant to them. It doesn't have to make sense to you. That's the key. It has to make sense to them. So trust spirit. Don't edit spirit. Okay. It has taught me not to filter what I receive to save embarrassment. It might just be the one thing they needed to hear, but if it doesn't mean anything to them, you haven't really lost anything. Be brave. And it could also be a thing where you say it, and they're like, no, 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 and then on the ride home, they're like, oh my God. And they're the ones that are embarrassed. But, you know, it's the way the system works. Just put out what you get. Very easy to doubt yourself at first, and this is okay. The messages can be so subtle at times, which is another reason to learn to slow down, center yourself, and be quiet enough to listen with your senses. You'll very rarely get messages, I find, if you're filling up every gap of silence. Yes, leave holes to let the magic come through. Okay, one thing I also feel is important to state here is that the oracle cards are used as triggers to bring through your guidance and the energy that is chosen to work through this oracle. Look at the oracle as a means to communicate to this energy and for it to communicate to you. So don't be limited to the description in this guidebook as to what the cards are for. Think of the guidebook as just that, a guide, and don't let it restrict you in any way. Then how to use the cards. Here's where the fun begins. It's up to you how to use these cards. So, you automatically think there's a wrong way to do it, which sets up a block. You know, forget about what you think you're gifted with. One thing's important is to focus on what outcome you desire. Ask a question in a way that the cards can answer. What guidance do I need most today? What am I missing about this particular issue? Good guidance here. Very good writing. So looking at them face up and picking out the ones that appeal to you. That's the way to start with any deck, is just what appeals to you and what does it mean. And then talking about cutting the deck into 3, doing a past, present, future, doing a 2-card past, present, future, 2 cards for each, making up your own spread, and then we have the cards themselves. So, what am I doing here? I am asking my ancestors and allies, my guides and guardians, to come in and be with us. I'm offering fresh water. I am offering you an image of the goddess. I am offering you the fire of Azrael. And I am offering me a blessing as well. And I'm offering you this blessing as well. May the fire of Azrael waken your senses, waken all the clairs within you, so that you can receive messages and trust those messages. Let's see about shuffling. There's only 36 of them here, so it shouldn't be too bad, right? Not too bad. Oh, they just pushed each other right out of the way. They don't like that. All right. I am not going to wrestle. They were going together quite easily, and they came apart, so I'm going to trust these cards and go, yeah, I'm going to listen to you. We're not going to shuffle you that way. They're kind of, oh, they're not actually too big to do it this way. I prefer. All right. That one slipped out. I prefer this way. So, of course, what we're asking, as usual, is what do you, my viewer, need to know today to be at your best, to not only survive, but to thrive? And I got that one, and I'm not getting any more flying out, but I am getting the smell of fire of Azrael. It's the best way to start your day. I should do a little separate video on how to make it. It's just sandalwood, cedar, and juniper is fire of Azrael. Equal parts of all three. Simple. Heart protection. Pink fluorite. What do we need to do? We need to protect our heart. Yeah, I so get that. And I mean, with this Mars retrograde, I can't tell you how important it is for you to move your body and to get the energy that is grinding around inside to move and externalize. You might be feeling yourself supremely unmotivated and frustrated by that. I don't know which direction to go because Mars is retro. We don't know where to direct our energies. Direct them to moving, first of all, to moving your body, to doing some yoga, to getting out and walking, getting out in nature. So this is where I think you start by letting go of any kind of goal. When Mars is retro, our drive is affected, our physical drive, our passion, our motivation. So give yourself time to just be in the moment, to go out into nature. Okay, so we got a reading before we even get to the card here. Heart protection, pink fluorite. It's heart protection, structure, and balance. Pink fluorite, amethyst, quartz, and opal calcite are all the stones that were used here. That's got to be the opal calcite, I'm thinking. Pink fluorite is a stone for your heart chakra. You may be in need of some heart protection. If you've recently gone through a breakup or lost someone you love, your heart may be vulnerable to even the slightest bit of stress. Well, I mean, we've been under it, so yeah, we're vulnerable. Your heart just needs some space and protection to heal. When your heart is out of balance, it can affect all your other chakras. Remember that the heart is the gateway between the personal and the transpersonal chakras. Yeah, this should be another video. The personal chakras, the root, the sacral, the solar plexus. Then the heart is the gateway. And there's two colors for heart. There's pink and green. So there's the pink that is sort of the personal heart, and then there's the green that opens the gateway to the rest of the chakras. That's the way I see those colors anyway. Other people might see them reversed. But it is the gateway that opens us up into compassion, and then we communicate and we intuit and we connect with spirit through the transpersonal chakras. So yeah, dealing with the heart is really, really important, because also when you're bringing energy down through the chakras, if your heart is blocked, you're not going to be able to bring that spiritual energy down into your personal chakras. So it's very, very important that we take care of our heart center and make sure that it is healed, open, and vibrating. All right. It can affect all your other chakras, which can accentuate issues or just bring more sorrow. Let fluorite help protect you from any more undue stress, and allow it to bring organization back to your life by helping you dissolve any negative energy that may have attached itself to you. This card may also indicate your heart is guarded and a wall may need to come down to let love in. Well, of course our hearts are guarded. We have been under assault for the last 4 years. I mean, our heart chakras have taken hit after hit after hit, watching what's going on with people of color, with immigrants, kids in cages, people with COVID. How much more assault could we be under? So take this. This is personal. It's it is societal as well, collectively, but we feel the collective personally. And when we heal the personal, we also heal the collective. So very important. Pink fluorite will also assist you to stabilize your aura and aid in psychic work, as it also operates with the third eye chakra, and this is a perfect combination while working with heart issues. Allow your inner wisdom to help you through this situation. Maybe you're being guided to truly find what your heart desires. What makes your heart sing? Follow your intuition and come from a place of love, because when you do, you will no longer need protection of any sort. That phrase, what makes your heart sing? Singing makes my heart sing. I have not sung in a long time, except when I get in the car. And then my voice is very rusty. And as you hear, this gravelly stuff is actually TMI, sorry, trigger warning, to its phlegm inside my voice box. You can hear it rattling against my vocal cords. And the only way to really get that out, I mean, I can constantly be like just that, but one of the ways to get it out is by vibrating. And when I was doing my mantra this morning, I was very conscious of not just chanting, but vibrating those to help get some of that out. Your heart will shine so strong, nothing will influence it. This is also a time to bring in balance and structure to your world. Fluorite has a beautiful, solid shape. And you know what that shape is? It's an octahedron. It's a pyramid, up and down. It's like, that's what I put up around me every day. That's the grid I put up. Call on this crystal to help you bring structure and balance back to your life. So, very good. Do we need a couple more? I mean, I don't know about that. Let's do one more. Let's do a companion for the heart protection. What else do we need, particularly during this Mars retrograde? Help us out here. And you know what? I'm going to do another, because I don't think I put the cards over. Did it matter? No. At least I'm trying to turn away from the microphone. All right. They're telling me cut. Rebirth. Menelite. Card number 22. Rebirth, lover's heart. So we're back at the heart chakra again. These seem to be companions. Menelite, morganite, aquamarine. So the morganite is pink. Quartz and optical calcite. Menelite is a stone of rebirth. A metamorphosis is happening. Even if you do not understand what it all means now, thank the universe for the opportunity for growth. With great change comes great reward. A new way of living, a new way of thinking, even a new lover, your soulmate. Menelite looks like a lump of clay being molded, and so too can we undergo this kind of transformation. It can feel like everything has been tipped upside down and you don't know which way is up, but out of the clay, a new form will appear. This form can remain the same, or it can also be remodeled again and again. It's up to you if you want to remain in this new shape, or you can keep growing and changing as many times as you like in your lifetime. Just don't become stuck being something you're not. Let change happen and see what you become. So with retrograde Mars, Mars is us activating and us acting, and with it retrograde, this might be where you have to sort of let things act on you and allow yourself to change. Just allow change to manifest. Morganite and aquamarine make a perfect combination of blue and pink, male and female, for attracting new love into your life. They form an equal union of the masculine and feminine, or balance, just like in the yin-yang symbol. It is such a gentle stone, and if you ever come across a piece, carry it on you. You will feel love wherever you go. Exciting times indeed, if you have drawn this card, as you may now be well on your way to a lifelong soul connection or new opportunity as the new you emerges. Okay, so both of those were talking about the heart, and I think allowing the times that we're in to change your heart, to open yourself. This talked about structure and balance. This also talks about balance of masculine and feminine. So let's have balance of the energy that's outgoing and of us just being in the energy, being receptive, allowing change to happen, being out in nature without an agenda, without a goal, without a drive. So let's just take that Mars-Saturn thing out of the equation for a little bit and just be aside from it. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this deck. I think it's a really cool one. I'm very excited about using it in ways other than divination, really using it to work with my stones more. So I would highly recommend this if you're into crystals and healing with crystals. Why would you not want it? Man, it's gorgeous. Thank you so much for being with me. Thank you for giving my life purpose every day. really. I mean, I think about you guys when I'm going to sleep. I think about Anne in Norway and Baronessa Scotty and Kylie's and Baby Joe and If You Love Crystals and Star to Shine Astrology. I think about you guys. I really do. I feel the connection with you, and I value your presence in my life and on my channel. If you're new, like and subscribe, please. There's a donation below, a button, and there's also an Amazon wish list. If you send me a deck, I will read for you personally from that deck on my unboxing. And the gift decks are starting to arrive, and I'm so excited. So you can look forward to some gift deck readings coming up in future unboxings. I will see you tomorrow for another unboxing and Wednesday for a live stream at 8:30 Eastern. And show up. Let's have a conversation. In the meantime, please stay safe, take care of yourself, follow good practices to keep yourself safe and healthy. Please support your friends of color and vote your ass off. Until I see you tomorrow, take care, be well. This is the Zen Witch. Blessed be.